Previously on Roleplay Radio?
On the way, Rampart will decide to pick up flowers.
Ooh.
What?
Who are they for?
Someone. Nobody.
Oh, should I get flowers for someone, but nobody?
Shell, have you ever had feelings? For someone?
I mean, I like how I love you, or
A bit more deep, like, connection with someone. Like someone you study with. That.
Oh, I have classes with Toby.
And you and Swiftfoot have romantic attachment?
Oh, what's that? So Shelly sees Tobias trip and is just like, Tobias! And then falls face first
On top of him?
This is like the anime style fall where you carefully fall on top of the other person and you just have this moment where you're looking deep into each other's eyes.
Didn't like what you saw?
Well, no, it's more that I don't think either of you seems to like me, so I thought that it would be...
I don't dislike you, I nothing you. But that will never change unless you do something about it.
Right, okay, sure.
I thought he was intimidated by us because we were female, but he's just weird.
Okay, I'm actually in the room now. I don't hear you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not intimidated by strong females.
Oh, look at that. He thinks we're strong.
Oh. Oh. Name's Xanther. Who are you?
I'm Shell.
You're
Shelly.
Okay, okay. And he stands up.
You have beautiful hair.
Thanks, I know.
I was just a little intimidated by how gorgeous it was. I really like the color red.
Shelly, I really like the color green.
Thank you. I've never heard that before.
You know, they got a point. I mean, look at those eyes. How can you? Shut up, you. Go eat a scone.
Oh, don't be mean to Xanther.
He and I have bromance. It's fine.
Xanther, do you like it when people are a little rough with you?
He winks.
She's like, well, my
Lorena's gonna run up to Gary. Garrett! And she like throws her arms around you in a very swept off of her feet kind of way. She's just like, oh my god, thank God, Gary, you have to help.
I can help, sure. I don't really have anything that would be very helpful in looking for a person unless you get thirsty.
Oh, she's thirsty, all right.
Who's your RA?
Nora?
Oh shit, that's my ex. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Making mechanical strengthening armor. So this part attaches to your arm, and then it goes around your back and attaches the same way on the other side.
Oh my.
And then I'll let you do these parts yourself.
No, do them. What's wrong with you?
No, the clasps can be a little tricky. So these go around your upper thigh and then around your calf. And so you see that controller that's in your left hand there. So that controls how it works. So you can get it to stay stiff in one position.
Stiff, huh?
Oh.
You, Birmingham, you know the tunnels?
Yeah.
Get these guys through the tunnels back to your tower. Stat, please.
You heard the man, let's go.
Rampart! I have something important to confess right now!
Right now, Greg?
And Gary
No, tunnels!
takes his elixir of transformation, but uses it basically like disguise self to make himself look like Garth at the worst fucking moment.
Garson?
That wasn't a real name. We should talk after tunnels.
He drops the flowers where they are. You heard him. Through tunnels. There was a lockdown, and you all were forced to spend the night below ground. They tried to make you as comfortable as possible. Clockwork servants brought out mattresses and blankets for you, but you were told under no circumstances are students to go up there. They could be killed. Does anyone do anything throughout the night?
Mistake got slashed. by one of these things, and where
Yeah.
she's small and these things are huge. I'm picturing like 3 big slashes in different places. One is like dripping blood in her eye, and a couple on her arm. And at some point during all of this, as they're like going underground and moving somewhere, she's trying to be a good friend and comfort Aurora, whose uncle has gone off to deal with something even worse than all this. And then she realizes, I am bleeding profusely next to a dampier, and begins apologizing with no context at all, because she's also not thinking very clearly, just at all.
I think Aurora at first is like, I took the spray, it's fine, and then realizes, oh, there's a lot more students who are wounded that are being brought down here. It's like, can I borrow a cloth or something?
Shelly takes out a wet rag.
Does anybody else have a cloth?
I
No?
can make you a cloth if you want a cloth.
Oh, thank gosh. She
She
was
says
about.
while also bleeding.
She was literally about to grab Shelly's cloth.
Yeah, the Sigs use the little shoulder cape of the uniform to like wrap around her arm where she's bleeding.
Aurora covers her, uses the cloth that Cos gave her as a face mask. Clockwork servants are coming down here as well to assist the wounded and make sure that everybody is comfortable and safe, and they tell you to wait until further notice. And hours tick by.
Shelly starts serving some drinks.
I love it.
There's only enough for 10 people, but
Your closest friends. So Toby is not here, neither are the rest of your roommates. Some of these, because it's a lockdown, some students were stuck elsewhere. So I believe Rosie was here and Aurora was here because they were involved in the play, and that's it.
Rampart's here?
oh yeah.
yeah,
Rampart's
that's true.
here.
Who's that fancy racist actor?
Quintilius.
Oh, it's
he would
Quintilius.
be here.
Quintilius
Okay.
probably here.
Quintilius is probably very offended that he has to share a space with people who he considers to be lesser.
What's the prevailing mood amidst all the students who are not F squads?
Panic. Definitely panic, for the most part. And then a few students are being very reassuring, especially lorehold enthusiasts. They're just like, no, come on, I've read about this. Like, this has happened multiple times in the past, and it was always fine. Nobody, died.
So, if it seems like things are getting to the point where, people are just, entirely too panicked and, worried out of their minds about what's going on, Cos will, get up and take out their paintbrush and just tap it against their clipboard that they brought from the play. Right, well, I know that this is a bad situation, but I think that we should not allow this to stop us from getting our practice in, because that's what we came here to do, to start off with.
What are you going on about, Cos? Don't you know now is not time?
But what else are we going to do?
Sleep.
I'm not sleeping. Rampart, have one.
Okay, that is okay.
Rampart, let's get fucked up and watch this play.
Anybody who wants to run through their lines, come see me.
So, now that it's out of the box, can I call you Garth?
No.
No,
Oh, okay. Have another drink.
thank you. And he is very pointedly not making eye contact with Gary.
Do you want one, Gary?
Yes.
Here you go.
Silly little boy, do not take into consideration others' feelings.
Oh, Rampart, you dripped a little, and Shelly will
I don't care.
wipe them down with the rag.
Love does not exist, Shelly Shell. It is a fantasy.
Wow, Shelly, thank you for sharing this turtle brew with me. It's so great when people share things instead of specifically hiding them from other people so that people have to go through desperate measures to deal with that.
Gary, we need you in props.
Yes, Shelly, thank you for sharing your belongings with me and your heart and your friendship with me. That is a kind thing to do, unlike others who deceive and manipulate.
Rampart, can you hold this light?
Yes.
Cos is trying to give people things to do so that they will not be at each other's throats.
Shelly's gonna, in the middle, just be, whispering to Rampart and be like, I only do it because I love you. And then, love's not dead, Rampart. I'm dead. And then they're gonna go in their shell.
He's very thrown off by that. But he's too sad to pay it much mind. Meanwhile, in a corner, Aurora slouches next to Mistake.
I was actually going to say, Mistake found a corner somewhere, so perfect.
And pulls out a flask. That was very awkward. And you see that the flask is dripping with some blood. I had to ask. I'm sorry. And you see from afar, like, some student just, like, wave. It's just like, you know, some people are more thrown off about it than others when I ask them for their blood, but this guy just gave it to me. I think I'm gonna be fine. I would offer you some, but I don't think you want any.
No, probably not. There are a lot of rumors about things like that, but...
I mean, you'd think that pig's blood and cow's blood, you use it to season stuff. Why is this so weird? It's just salt.
I don't know that I've had anything seasoned with blood, but I'd try it. Heard of this thing called blood pudding?
Oh, I love blood pudding.
Can I make a perception check on this conversation?
Absolutely.
Be chef.
Oh, I don't think I heard it.
Alright, and so the hours tick by, and you get your long rest in. They do not let you out until the next morning, and even then it's like late morning. You're escorted out of the tunnels and towards your tower. Classes are canceled. Actually, it was the weekend.
Fuck it, no classes
We don't even get classes canceled for this?
Right? Most people, it's not you, some
It
snarky
just
students.
ruins our weekend?
Yeah.
Hell, man.
Why couldn't this happen on a Monday?
This is like a Saturday snowstorm.
By the time you get to your tower, there's a private little airship that's small enough to fit in the courtyard. And you see a familiar figure of a butler there that summons Griff over, and they like have a little exchange. He's gone within the hour. He doesn't even get to chat with the other roommates. And that's the last you see of Griff for the rest of the winter break. Greta and Toby are in the tower. Toby runs right up to Shelly and hugs them.
Shelly's gonna be like, nah, I'm good, Toby. They had nothing on me. I pushed him off the edge and he was gone. He didn't come back. Of a cliff, I might add.
I was so scared. I was so scared, Shelly.
Well, you should have been at the play. You would have been fine.
No, we were here.
Oh.
And Greta's also approaching you guys, if you're all there, presumably. Blank face, not saying anything. And Toby's shaking violently, and you don't see Thorn.
Shell will pick up Toby, just like cradle, kind of like a child.
So, what happened here at the tower?
We were here. Greta and I, we were chatting, we were playing cards. I was teaching her that card game you taught me, Shelley.
Pokes and Stokes?
Pokes and Stokes, that's the one. And Thorn was here meditating, and...
Who won?
Shelley, he's... And then that's when Greta comes in, like... Albers arrived and tried to get in the tower, broke through the door, and Thorn got up and sat there. Didn't let them in. The last thing he said before he fell asleep was, "Tell Griff I got involved. Tell Griff he was right."
Shelly's no longer saying anything.
Is Thorn no longer with us?
He was taken to Witherbloom. Professor Varelda might be able to help him, hopefully. He didn't let any of them in.
Well, it sounds like he was very brave.
Shelley, I want to sleep.
Let's go to sleep, Toby.
Go over to Witherbloom and check on Thorn. We made a gift basket for Rampart. We might as well make one for Thorn.
Yeah. It's a very interesting sight. Pretty much everybody is coming along, except for Griff. What you see is Thorn, he's been replanted. He's planted at the base of one of the willows. Some of his limbs were torn off, so you see like his head, his torso, nothing below his waist, he's planted there. And like even his arms are not like broken off, but they look like they're already starting to regrow. He's meditating deeply when you arrive.
Should we just leave the food and go?
I feel like he seems like he's meditating. I would not want to be interrupted if I were meditating.
So yeah, probably just
and I'm going to attempt to go up.
Sig will offer Mage Hand.
Mage hand, okay.
Mage Hand deliberate without disturbing.
I did do my standard thing of writing a song about him, but I can deliver that when he's not meditating.
Oh, hang on. So Gary's gonna grab like just 2 stones and he's going to turn them into sending stones, and then he's gonna put one down with the basket and just write a little note being like, call us when you're awake, F squad.
I don't know why you two would be
Is it
there.
a Wednesday night?
Sure.
Shelly goes out with Xanther after cheerleading practice on Wednesday nights.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Wow, good memory. Gary is working that night, and you're all there at the Bozen Tavern. A few of your roommates are also there. I feel like Toby would come along, but he's a little more despondent than usual. In fact, it's kind of an aura in the room, really. Like, there's some students that are very obviously trying to cheer each other up because it's a big thing that just happened, and a lot of people don't really want to be here right now. But Aurora's there, as is Rampart. Actually, no, Rampart, we hit it.
Rampart is not allowed in the tavern.
Rampart tried to get in, and Javanish didn't let him in. And then he just goes like, what the hell? Does anyone do anything that time before I get into other stuff?
Well, I wanted Gary to go talk to Shelly
Let's see that.
at some point.
Flashback, before the Bozen.
Oh, that's a lot of stairs. Is Toby here?
Toby's not here. Shelly is making alcohol. You walk in and there's like 2 vials and a little boiling pot.
Oh, wow. You know, I've been trying to do that as well.
You trying to make alcohol?
Yes, not quite as strong as yours, and I've been doing it at the bow's end, so I don't actually really benefit from it.
I found this cool trick where if you distill it again after you've already distilled it again, it's really distilled.
Is that safe?
I mean, Toby's alive.
I suppose he's pretty small, so it's probably fine. So I had a question about that.
Oh, okay.
You two are dating, right?
What the hell does that mean?
That you're in a romantic relationship?
Oh, Rampart was trying to teach me about this the other day when he was trying to have a romantic relationship with you.
No, not actually with me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's basically with you. Does your personality change when your appearance changes?
I lied about some things.
But were you still yourself?
I mean, mostly, except for the things that I lied about. And at least one of those things I lied about ended up being true, because I said I was in the Play Actors Drama Guild, and I wasn't, but then I was.
Oh, that's so funny. Wait, so let me get this straight. So you have a romantic relationship with Rampart now?
No.
Okay. Because I was gonna ask you, like, he told me about it, but I don't know what it is. So, like, if you had one, I'd ask you what it's like and stuff.
You don't know what a romantic relationship is.
You know, Rampart taught me about it, but like, from what I can tell, it's just wanting to hold someone's hand more than you already do.
Alright, clearly the reason I came up here was rather misguided. You seemed like someone to ask for dating advice, but...
Oh, I've got you. I've got you.
You know, I don't think that you do.
Hit me. I'm good for it. What's dating?
You and Toby are very close, even if you're not in a romantic relationship.
let's just get Toby up here. Toby!
Skitter's up there. Yeah, I
I
was studying.
Gary's asking us if we're dating. Have you heard of it?
What's dating?
Is this a human thing?
Is it like when you like one of your fellow rabbit folk and you go frolicking in the woods together?
Probably.
That sounds nice.
I love to frolic. You want to go frolic later?
Yeah, I should. Gary, do you want to come?
When you're
No.
frolicking?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Bye, Shelly. Bye, Gary.
Bye. So, I don't think we're dating because we don't know what it is.
Clearly not.
Oh
then.
wait, Toby.
Skitter's back up there. What? Yes?
Are we cuddling tonight?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
No.
Have fun studying.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
And that's also not dating to you.
You haven't defined this term yet?
It's when you choose a person and then you go out and you do fun activities with that person and then you, I guess, decide that they're your favorite person and then maybe you cuddle or maybe you kiss or, those are your choices.
A favorite person? Because I was gonna say, that sounds like Xanther, that sounds like Toby. I can imagine it with Rampart, but favorite? How do you pick a favorite? That seems rude.
I feel like your heart picks for you.
Can I pause real quick? Who's in the common room?
Sure, we're in the common room.
Yeah, why not?
Cause a mistake in the
Yep.
common room. Hanging out.
Absolutely.
Fencing practice.
So we were out in the courtyard practicing, and now we're done. We're coming in.
Aurora's there, with her feet up on a stool, and she's reading a book. She's like, "Oh, hey guys!" And Toby comes down the stairs over to straight to the kitchen. It's like, "Hey guys, what's dating?"
All right. Are you talking about this in a geological perspective or in an interpersonal perspective?
Well, apparently Gary's asking about dating, which I think
You know,
could
let
be-
us actually answer
hold
the
on.
question.
Where is this?
This is up in Shelly's room.
Hold on.
All right, I think no.
So Koss was out of breath from fencing practice, but they sprint up the stairs still.
Aurora just is there, looks at Mistake what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but now I'm kind of curious. Do you want to at least go eavesdrop? Because I very much want to.
Can you climb up on the ceiling? Because I can't.
No, but I am very sneaky.
All right, let's go. Wait, I want to count.
Come in!
Hello.
Okay, Koss opens the door.
Hello. What's up?
Hi, Koss.
I just heard that somebody needed some advice up here.
Oh, the dating advice. Yes. So Gary wants to date Rampart.
No.
Because
No, that's incorrect information.
and they were.
I did.
But you were coming to ask me for advice on this. I don't actually know what dating is, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay, so I can explain a little bit more about that. So it's when you have a person that you think of as special compared to other people.
Do they have to be your favorite?
Not necessarily. There are some people who date multiple people.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry, my description was oversimplified.
Gary, are we dating?
No.
But you're special.
Thank you.
I don't think I get it. Are we dating?
I'm pretty sure we're not.
Okay.
You spend a lot more time with Toby. If anybody, I'd say that you're dating him.
I thought that Shelly was dating Toby. That's why I asked.
Oh, you're not?
I don't know. Toby also didn't know what dating was.
There it is again. Why do they think we're dating? Roll the stealth check.
There we go.
So Shelly hears Toby and is immediately like, Toby, you're here! And opens the door and it's like, Toby,
And as
come
soon as
in!
the door opens, it's kind of like a flash. Toby comes in, the door's about to close, and you just see Aurora drop from the ceiling on top of Mistake. And Aurora's just looking at you while you're both on the floor, just shit. You totally see this, Gary.
Are you all looking for Shelley?
Did you guys come to try the new brew?
I came up here to give advice.
Yeah, no, so Gary came up here to ask for advice from Shelley about dating.
Everybody stops and looks at Gary.
And Aurora's back there too. Looking at Gary.
Well, you know, Shelley and Toby are very close, and it seems nice being that close with someone. So how do you do that, Shelley?
Oh, that's a great... Toby, how did we get so close?
Honesty, vulnerability.
I think I fell on Toby once.
Yup, you can try that.
I mean, I've fallen on a lot of people. It hasn't worked out very well for me.
Is there somebody that you have in mind?
Nope.
I think it's Lorene.
It's not Lorene.
I'm rolling some insight. 12.
Aw.
Better than yours.
Yeah, that's better even if I rolled my
That's
student die.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So as Gary is just like, nope, no one in particular, you see his eyes flick to Aurora and then look away. Like, nope.
And fast forward to the Bozen Tower.
Oh.
So Aurora's here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Mystique
Japanese
is either trying to study or conspiring with Cause.
Well, I feel like Aurora thinks of probably Mistake as the closest one in the tower, so she would probably go sit with you.
Okay.
So conspiring
So-
might be.
Yeah.
No,
This
we
is
can
perfect. This is
Okay,
perfect.
okay. Yeah, no, she goes to sit with you and is just like, you mind?
No, not at all.
You know, I cannot concentrate with the whole stupid thing with the owlbears.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot. I mean, there was a lot going on. Gary almost got killed.
Yeah. My uncle's still being an asshole.
Is
Doesn't
he?
let me near him for some reason. Says don't even come to Witherbloom and don't come visit me. I mean,
Does it have anything to do with what was in the newspaper?
What? What are you talking about? The
Mage Slayer egg.
Villager?
Or the Mage Hunter egg.
Oh. No, I wasn't thinking of that. Why am I the only one who knows this?
You know, I skim it and I read like the front
No,
article. but
I don't know how they snuck this in. I can't imagine whatever faculty manages the newspaper was okay with this.
Wait, what did they sneak in?
Apparently your uncle is having some sort of love affair with a
Oh god.
particular lawhold druid.
No. You know, the last time he tried.
Cadrin, something like that.
The last time he tried dating, it didn't end well, and he was heartbroken for like a year. When you're a vampire and you've lived for that long, like it takes you a long time to rebound.
Right. Yeah, I can imagine it's kind of strange being in a relationship as a vampire. Have you ever tried it?
Here and there, I haven't had much luck. People tend to fetishize, and I fucking hate it, so I don't even try anymore.
I understand that more than you know.
Really?
Well, yes, there's the whole thing about, like, you know, I can look like whatever I want, and yeah.
Whatever you want? Like,
Oh, come on.
I think you're kind of doing it.
I mean, if you want, I could do something for you. What's your type? You know, are you into people who are kind of like, you know, scrawnier on the scrawny side?
I like all types, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna do something Gary adjacent.
You know, I gotta say, the whole like athletic bodybuilder type, I don't get it. You know, I kind of like a little somebody that I could probably kick their ass. You know, if they tried me.
I feel like that's a lot of people.
That's true, it probably is.
Well, thanks guys, but you know, I'm still very killable.
I mean, we all are, kind of.
So, where are your friends?
Well, one of them's working.
And one of them is out here drinking with one of their many platonic life partners, as we just found out.
Two of them.
Yes.
Can we pan to that?
Oh, can they be doing like a triple like arm arm hook when they're drinking?
Xanther.
Hey, bud.
Let me tell you. And then they're
Tell
gonna
me
all
anything.
swig it back, right? Xanther. Gary, where are you? Gary, where are you?
Walking!
Get over here.
Wait, no, he's working on my onion ring.
Okay, bring the onion rings. Xander, Gary was asking me and Toby if we were dating.
Whoa.
Do you know what that means?
Well,
Here's your onion rings. You know I'm not a waiter, right?
Yeah, but you're sitting with us, so you might as well.
I have to go back.
Wait. You can smell the alcohol in Xander's breath. But he's not a sloppy drinker. He's like kind of very confident. He's like, spill the goss. What? Who? Who is this special person? Is it Javanish? Because
No.
I hear that guy will stand up for you no matter what.
I mean, that's great to know, but no, Javanash and I are just buds.
I think it's Rampart.
It's not Rampart.
Oh, I could see it. Well,
I think
hey,
I've pissed Rampart off enough. I don't need to do more of that.
listen, man. Follow your heart, okay? If your heart is as good as your cooking, you're set. You're set.
You know, I kind of thought you were a douchebag, but you're actually pretty decent.
Xander's not a douchebag.
The first time I met him, Greta pushed me over when she saw him, and he didn't really do anything about that.
Oh, I was really drunk that night. I thought you guys were just horsing around.
Well, I just met her, so, sorry for saying that I thought you were a douchebag, but I don't think you are anymore.
Oh, it's fine. Hey, listen.
When I first met Xanther, we were well, I wasn't cheerleading yet, but I was being invited into the cheerleading team because I could lift like
4 people. That was
people.
crazy. Almost 5, and then the top one. But you're getting better.
I think I could do 6 if I was sober enough.
You weren't sober when you tried out for cheerleading?
You weren't sober when you tried out for cheerleading?
I mean, I was sober, but
I'm going back to the kitchen.
Hey, great job, Gary. Hey, everybody, let's give it up for the cook. Yeah.
Gary is very embarrassed by this and just like tries to run to the kitchen faster. Alright, and he doesn't fall over.
Meanwhile,
at
back
the
at the
other
table.
You know, it's always good to be with someone who can also cook you like your favorite things, right? You were talking about seasoning, right?
Yeah.
That, like, all the time, though,
That does sound heavenly.
right? I didn't know that I could actually like food until I came to this university.
Food in Redfield sucked?
Food when you're poor,
Oh,
it's kind of not great.
sorry. Street food is like my favorite type of food. So I was a little jealous even. I was just like, wow, you must have it all the time. My Uncle Julian tries to make me healthier. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not really into healthy food. That's why I come to the tavern so much. Which, you know, by the way, this place has gotten a lot better since Gary started working here. He's a really good cook.
He really is.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't do much for me. It's like when you have potato chips.
Right, yeah.
There's no substance, but you like it, right? That's all food for me.
So you just need stuff like, what is food for you?
She pulls out a flask. Blood.
That's it?
That's it. That if I don't have it, I start getting headaches and just bad side effects. Anyway, can we talk about something else? So what's everybody doing for the winter break?
So Shelly's gonna drag 2 people over and sit down and say, "You're not going home."
Well, I have, my parents want me home, and, you know, I haven't seen them in a bit, and I do kind of miss them.
Well, you get to stay here with me.
I really kind of had other things I needed to do.
What? Why are you all leaving me?
Well, because we have home elsewhere, and your home is here.
Xanther, are you staying?
No, I'm going to
Xanther.
my mom's.
Can I come?
Well, I mean, I could ask my mom, but I mean, I don't see why not.
I'm less upset that you guys are leaving now.
Okay, yeah, vacation. And then Toby's like, wait, Shelly, what, you going with him? What, you don't want to come with me back to my forest?
Oh,
The Black Moors?
oh.
It's like, Toby, come on, man. You hang out with Shelly more often than I do. You share the love here. It's like, no, but Shelly's my friend. Shelly, are you dating Santa, Shelly?
To mistake on the side. It's back on. The backpacking is back on.
Shelly's gonna turn to Xanther and say, "Xanther, can you teach me what it means?"
Oh, honey, let's sit.
We are sitting.
Oh shit, I'm drunk. Okay.
I think we sent mistake because mistake can slip away easier.
Stealthier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
goes by the kitchen, and there's that big old window, which we know from the tavern battle. And an invisible mage hand tap on Gary's shoulder. Tug to, like, get him to go toward the big window.
Alright.
Tip for you. Black pudding.
Oh. The one with pig's blood?
Yeah.
Why are you telling me this?
Why not?
She sort of stares her down.
Returns the stare and is going to thaumaturgy eye color to be pink.
Okay, I'll put the order in and hope for the best. Kind of a complicated recipe.
The theme for today's session, guys, is love. Around then, Javanesh burst into the back kitchen. Sorry, kid, for what you're about to see. No, you're wrong, okay? It was you who fucked up. I didn't fuck up. You were the one who was very selfish, and then Nora walks into the back kitchen. They're having this heated argument about who broke up with who. Okay, first of all, you don't have to be very rude just because you're at work and you're trying to show off in front of your little friends. Well, you know what? I'm a person too.
Is
Hi, Nora.
the sting still near there?
Sure.
I'm going to thaumaturgy to startle them, and then mage hand to shove them, thinking being startled is going to make them easier to push.
Nora gets kind of nudged forward and she just falls into one of Javanesh's wings. It's just like, oh, what? What the hell was that? A rat or something? Kid, come on, stop leaving so many crumbs.
Well, I had to keep a clean kitchen.
Well, I don't know what that was, but Nora fell because of one of you. Anyway.
This is just a session of clarifying what chips.
I might have another matchmaking project for you.
Okay, what is it?
Did you know that Nora and Javanesh were dating and are no longer?
Aurora taps Mistake in the shoulder and Cost and says, she's staring across the room like, you guys ever notice how Ricard is like kind of lanky? It's kind of hot.
He has a slice of bread in front of him and a glass of water.
Bread and butter, and that's it.
I suppose, but he doesn't seem like the kind of person you can have a good conversation with.
Yeah, he's nice and all, but...
He is.
His favorite book is probably a textbook.
I mean, I've kind of been there, but also fair.
Aurora has been drinking sangria, a bit too much of it, that at some point in the night she like gets kind of giggly and then turns to Mistake, stares at you for like 5 seconds and is like, have you ever thought about getting a piercing? Because I think one would look great right there, and then bops you in the nose.
Actually, yes, those thinking of getting it on the ear. I was
That too.
going to ask you, because you have piercings, if you knew of anywhere.
I can do it.
You could. You'd be.
I did like half of mine. I've never done it on another person, but
When there's less alcohol involved, but otherwise.
all right, let's do it tomorrow.
I don't actually have the. I can figure out how to
I
do
have
one.
everything.
Okay, all right.
I love this, and I think you're gonna look amazing for the gala.
We still don't know how we're getting there.
Before anything else happens, you guys are heading out the door. Professor Sapphire surprisingly walks in. Now keep in mind, this is a hangout for students, primarily. But Professor Sapphire shows up, heads straight to the bar. Few students turn their heads and look at him. Doesn't talk to anyone. You know how I mentioned before he wears makeup? It's runny. Hey! Props boy!
I have a name.
Give us a rum, double.
I'm not a bartender.
Well then who the hell do I ask?
Hi, I'm Ricard.
Ricard, give us a rum, double. Make
Here
it
you
a
go.
triple.
Okay. Here's your rum triple.
When'd you get hired here, boy?
Oh, you know, the other day.
Cool.
I was half expecting you to just say, I wasn't.
He drinks it within 10 seconds and then sets it down. Give us another.
Okay, whatever you say, boss.
Is everything alright, Professor Zaphi?
Yeah, Cos will also go over. Check.
Professor Zaphi.
Make him ask for a drink.
Huh?
Make him ask for a drink.
Oh no.
Yeah, he finishes the second drink, puts it down, and is about to ask Ricard for another. Give us another.
Got you, boss! And Shelly puts it down and says, how are you? What's wrong?
Oh.
Shelly, you can't serve outside liquor in here.
Don't be a downer, props boy.
I work here!
You'll get paid for it. I'm not charging.
Meanwhile, Javanesh is not being a bouncer right now. People are just walking in, and he's being very pissed off about it. Like,
Does Rampart finally make it into
yes,
the town?
Rampart was just sulking outside somewhere, saw Javanash and Nora arguing inside, was like, ah, it's my chance!
Thank you, and hey, thanks for what you did back there at the Rose stage. That was brave. That was real brave what you did.
Good evening, Professor. Is everything all right?
Cos.
Yes, hi.
Puts a hand on your shoulder.
I forgot how intense you are.
Cos.
We haven't had the conversation in the week, and it feels like my life has been so much quieter.
Cos. I don't know, Cos. I think my career in the Play Actors Drama Guild is over.
Well, why do you say that?
Captain Dapplewim talked to me this morning. Apparently, she got a hold of your friend's script. Now, I'll tell you, it got a lot better, Cos. Genius, you know? Don't tell her I said that, though. I only reserve that, uncomfortable as I make them, to validate the people that I really think are top tier. She's like right here, almost top tier. Just give it a year.
I think you're a genius too, Professor.
Thanks.
So what happened with the captain?
Well, she hated the fact that we made the Oriqs the villains. She said that's gonna stir up trouble. Play is postponed until further notice.
Yeah, I mean, I heard, and...
Yeah, on top of that, I can't run it anymore. They're gonna assign Professor Uvilda to it.
Uvilda?
Uvilda, Miss Coilier.
I mean, I've never met them, but that sucks. You've been working on this for basically as long as I have.
I know! I bust my ass writing that script. And making music for it. Okay, inspiring y'all to do it for me. But...
You write music?
I used to once upon a time. Can I be honest with y'all?
Seems like you're going to be.
That's what my juice does.
I've had writer's block for years, y'all. Writer's block's a bitch! And he just like smashes the glass down. There's like a little cut in his hand. Oh, sorry.
Shelly pulls out a rag.
Thank you. He doesn't even notice where you pulled it out from. So, oh, wet rag. Yes, that's exactly what I need.
Professor, if I may...
You may.
I'm sorry that this has happened to you and that you've been taken off the play.
Cos.
I think that maybe...
His head falls into your shoulder.
Okay, we're doing this now. Cos will, in that very awkward way of like, how do I return physical affection from like a teacher, basically?
Cos. I live for art. But I can't make it no more, Cos. I hit my peak. I'm on the down low here.
You know, I've heard that a lot of artists make their best art when they're at their lowest part. I think that's kind of toxic.
No, you're just saying that.
No, it's true, there's evidence of people who basically make all of their art because they're depressed. Maybe you should take it a bit easy on the drinks. It looks like you're up to 5 now.
Why, you don't think I can handle it?
No, I just think that, you know, a little bit is good for creativity, but too much just makes your mind too slow, so I think it's probably a good idea to take it easy for a bit. That's just a suggestion that I'm making.
He feels overcome by your words and... Huh. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe I ought to just sleep it off. You know, my best ideas came from dreams. Maybe that's what I gotta do, Cos. I gotta just dream more. Maybe I just gotta lay down and dream for several days.
I think that's a decent idea.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna do the rest of the week? I mean, all my classes were canceled now.
It's gonna be okay. You know what? I could ask Captain Dapplewing to get you back on, since I'm still... I think. Am I still on the play?
She might ask you to remove the Oriq from it.
If that's what it takes to get you back on the project, then that's worth it.
Thanks, Cos. You know, you really... He thinks about it for a long, long time, takes a deep breath. He's like, you can't make people uncomfortable when you validate them. Someday, you gonna do big things, Cos.
Oh, that means a lot coming from you.
Okay, since you're upset about Xanther, I presume I'm gonna spend the first part of the break with Xanther, and then I have this gala, and then I'm gonna spend the second half with you.
You know, funny thing, actually. After you and the F Squad went to talk to Professor Zaphi, Xanther came up to me and invited me as well.
No way! Then we could just do the whole thing at Xanther's place!
Yeah, I mean, I did say that I left the Black Moors for the monsters, and Xanther assured me that the city he lives in has no monsters except for people.
He lives in a city?
He lives in a city. I've never been to Ravnica.
I've never been to a city? Wait, it's Ravnica?
Yeah?
That's where Gary's from!
And Cos! Holy shit! This is gonna be a lovely winter break,
But
Shelly.
I don't think there's any places to frolic in the city, right?
We'll figure it out. Professor Mursha summons the entire F Squad. His office is a mess. There's parchment everywhere, newspapers, sketches, private letters. You might have a hard time discerning what from what. He is in the midst of like sifting through a bunch of them. I picture him having one of these like headsets that has multiple like magnifying glasses to look at like things up close. Oh, thank goodness. Close the door behind you, please. Lock. Every single lock. There's like 4 of them.
We will do as instructed.
Griffin?
His parents sent him home early because of the owlbear attack.
Ah, well, this might be for the best. He might already have a lot on his mind after what Professor Julian told me. Sit down, please. How are you? Everybody okay?
I've been trying to figure out, well, I mean, I guess I kind of get it now, but like, everyone's talking about dating. Are you dating anyone?
I am married to my work, Shelley.
Oh, you can date your work?
Not now. We'll talk about this later, happily, but there's very important things we need to discuss.
You are the one who asked.
Well, I just wanted to make sure you're not dealing with wounds or trauma.
We're good. I mean, some of us got hurt, but it's wonderful what a good night's sleep can do.
It's also been a week.
Something happened on the night of the owlbear attack. Involving, well, you know, a cocoon.
Right, the one that we read about in the paper.
We found the other one. Professor Julian is keeping it below ground, in a cave in Witherbloom. We found it. He looks very happy for a second. Okay, you mustn't tell nobody. This cannot get to Dapplewing until it leaves Strixhaven first. Otherwise, Dapplewing will try to cover it up.
So why are you telling 4 first years?
Because you are the F Squad. You are literally the only students I trust with this information. You have seen it firsthand. You are involved. It's impossible not to involve you now at this point. Anyway, it involved the Oriq.
I mean, you could have just not told us.
I personally think that this is, you know, a compliment that he trusts us with this, so I'm not going to question it too much.
No.
Can I see the cocoon?
Is anybody dating the cocoon?
As in its age, perhaps.
Can I take a sample?
That seems dangerous.
Yeah, Professor Julian.
Can I take a controlled sample?
How do you control a sample?
Depends on how the sample would be a problem. I mean, I've designed something to take a controlled sample of Eldritch Bomb.
You did what?
Yeah, look at this. And Gary will pull out these plans that I actually drew. So, you know, Eldritch Bomb takes whatever it touches and makes it come to life, right?
Yes, obviously, yes.
And so there's nothing you can really do to stop it from coming to life. So instead, if you just put it in a vial and then assume that vial will come to life, then you can basically just put the vial inside of a padded cage add a little door here to be able to put tongs in to hold the vial when you need to get anything out of it, and there you go.
Huh. This is ingenious. Can you build this?
Yes. It shouldn't be hard. It's just metal bars and padding and a little bit of a door hinge.
This is why you are here. We need you. We need you. So, and he reaches into his coat pocket and then hesitates for a second and says, "The Oriq wearing compass. There's no point in hiding it. If you try to bring this up to Dapplewing, she will deny it, no matter what. But I've already reached out to my contacts, and word is on the way. People all around Arcavius are going to know. We found something. And I cannot decipher it."
Decipher?
Decipher.
Is it a code?
Can I see it?
Something like that. And he pulls it out, and he puts it on the middle of the table. "I've tried everything. Coordinates, dates, nothing matches. I've looked at newspapers. I've looked at letters. I've looked at everything from cargo shipments to private letters between nobles. Nothing seems to match. I do not know what this means."
I can figure it out.
I appreciate your confidence in the mistake, but this might take several meetups. We might have to spend several days. Feel free to share it with all of you. And he shares this parchment.
Yes. Mistake's gonna spend a few minutes on it. He's just going to say,
What do you think it means?
have you considered the alphabet, Professor?
What do you mean?
The numbers are a letter to number cipher. My friends and I used to do that when we were kids, just in Inferno.
What?
So, all of these numbers are people. And the stanzas that they relate to are the things that person is supposed to do. And his memories will fade until eventually his mind will wander aimlessly through the abyss, and his sacrifice shall ensure us of his discretion. Those numbers, and she's gonna look over at Shelley.
19.
That
Yes.
is Sheldon.
8 is H.
So that's referring to your dad.
5 is
They
E.
Let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see that.
It-
Shelley's gonna like try and
No,
like,
no,
grab
hang
it.
on. I'm not done yet. You're going to want to know the rest of this. Trust me, you can see it
Patience,
after.
patience. You can all see it as long as you want. Just
And let
tell
us
us more.
not neglect our orators, for it is their eyes we trust to seek out misery, to alleviate it, and to use it. This is 2 people.
Recruiters. I gathered that much.
Greta. The other name is Dom.
I never heard of a Dom.
I don't recognize the name either, but... And as we wait for the walker to deliver us, we shall remain hidden from her speckled wings, dappling, and thus our presence shall linger unknown, veiled within the words of the dead. I don't entirely know what this means, but Gary, you might be able to figure it out, because the name on this is Lorene.
Words of the dead?
My only guess with that is maybe Scriptoria. Books are
The words
dead.
the words of the dead. That's how they did it.
What?
I mean, I knew it all along. This confirms it. That is how the Oriq has been getting into campus.
They're storing themselves inside books that are then brought in.
And they get people to transfer those books
We wait for
around.
the walker to deliver us, so Lorene is carrying around these books.
She may not even know that she's
She
doing
might not.
that.
Now, this last one is also relevant to you both. And they shall enter a deep slumber and sleep through the storm. And when they wake, they shall witness our wrath, and the hunter will have been retrieved. In the poisoning of the grape we depend. The first name crossed out is Shelley. The second name is Adrian. So,
They were trying to put us to sleep.
Who's Adrian?
Oh, that's my other name.
Why did they use the wrong name?
because they're getting it from the campus registry. They don't know us. They know what we're registered as.
Your extracurriculars, your classes, everything.
We already knew that it must have been a staff member because they knew this very day that Shelley told Dappling about the poison.
He
So-
is looking over Mistake's shoulder at this note, and it all just falls into place. And he looks very happy. You know what you just did. You might have
Converted a
just
bunch of numbers to letters?
You cracked their code.
Their code is equivalent to like 8-year-olds playing in the backyard.
First of all, that's a... Well, I couldn't crack the code.
Did you
So that's
think?
because you were thinking a little too long.
Yeah. Did you think that it was possibly too complicated that it couldn't possibly be that?
It was so simple. Oh, it was right in front of my eyes. Mistake. You are too smart for your own good.
I kind of feel like it's the other way around in this case. Anyway, Shelley, did you want to read this?
Yeah.
Professor Mirsha's eyes go wide. Oh, no. And he runs just over.
I'm gonna cast a big illusory curtain to hide the four of us.
There's a latch behind the desk. That works too. And he stands up and stands in front of the door, tries to look as normal as possible. The door opens. Captain Dapplewing is standing there with a few dragons guard and the Earl.
Shelly's like about to say something to Earl.
No, don't.
Shelly sees you.
Context clue, Shelly.
What is the meaning of this, Captain? Mirsha. It's Mirsha. A friend told me something very interesting. While the faculty of Strixhaven was fending off the owlbear attack, I heard word that you ran off somewhere. Care to tell me where that was? Professor Mirsha tries to be as discreet as possible. I was helping Professor Julian with some matters in Witherbloom, also to do with the safety of students. Search the office.
Alright, can we try to get to the latch while we're covered by the illusion?
You can. This is going to be a stealth check with
Okay.
advantage because of your illusion.
Everybody take some inspiration for this stealth.
Yep.
I hope that you do well.
Does Shelly fit through the door?
I feel like yes, yeah. So he will try to stall as much as possible. Like, is this truly necessary? What is this about? This violates every single privacy.
14.
21.
15.
26.
So you're all able to find the latch, no problem. It is right there behind this desk. It is under a carpet. Everybody heads down there. Gary, unfortunately, misses a step. You trip down on this kind of cargo space.
Ooh. Cost, as they see Gary falling, is going to, like, real quick flick some paint down and make a very fluffy pillow. That is just gonna, like, and muffle that sound.
Ow. Cool.
Okay, no, I like that. It's 2 points for creativity.
Hey.
You hear a tense conversation upstairs, like, "Oh, Mirsha, are you doing some digging into something?" He's like, "Always. I'm a Lorehold, Captain. How about we detect a little magic in here, just in case?" And they do that. They keep walking around, like, searching his entire office. You hear drawers being rummaged through. Professor Mirsha has to unlock some of them.
There'd be tons of magical items in this room, right?
Yeah, and some of them do not raise flags. She's just doing it just in case there's anything they missed just by sight. At one point, you do hear, that ring. Mirsha, you've had that ring since we were in school. You never told me it was... We are all entitled to our secrets, are we not, Captain? She says, "You're on thin ice, Mirsha. We will discover what it is you were doing that night with Professor Julian. And when we do, your career will be over. Now come with me. You have some paperwork to fill out with me." And he, it's like, are you sure it has to be now? Now? Yes. Very well. I suppose I can just leave my work here to sort itself out. And he walks out with the dragon's guard. Takes a minute or so before you hear the doors closing and being locked. And then silence. We head back to the Bosun Tavern. It is really, really close to the end of winter break. Students have been packing, making plans. Does Mistake walk in with a piercing or no?
I mean, at some point, yeah, probably.
I want to say Aurora walks in with you, doing something with your hair at the
Yeah, because it's probably getting like caught on the
she's
earring.
just like, oh, dude, you look great. You look great. Walk upright, chin up. You look confident. You got this. Follow me. And she does this like sexy walk across the tavern. Her head's turned. It's like, just follow me.
That's a 19. Dex is a +3. Deception's
really
another
good.
+2.
Oh damn! Look at that
Whoa.
tiefling.
Is that the one that's always reading? Brush, I didn't realize how hot she was.
Yeah, it's like she seemed like such a bookworm, but now that she has changed one part of her outfit, we realize that she was beautiful all this time.
Yeah, Ricard! That's right. High
Yeah,
five.
I'm Ricard.
Alright, no, I hate it.
Come on, it's fine.
Oh, hi, Mistake. Can I sit with you?
Yeah, you alright?
Oh, you know, yeah.
Okay. Is there something you want to talk about, Shelley? Something on your mind?
I haven't seen the cat in our dorm in like a couple days.
Ah. That happens sometimes. It's not
But I miss her.
That's fair. I mean, you could always just change into a cat, right? And then you can go find her as a
I
cat.
forgot that I could do that.
Tower mascots escape all the time, and they always come back. Or
Shelley
the dragon's
becomes a
good.
cat.
And there it is.
Alright.
Cool. So, what do you want to order?
You know, I heard there was actually something new on the menu today.
Oh. Can I see? They only leave one menu, apparently.
Shelley's gonna.
There's
jump up
just
in
only
between
one
them.
at the table, so.
Oh, she pets you. Just out of instinct, doesn't even think about it. Oh, boy. That's a coincidence. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the universe just has a way of synchronizing.
Uh-huh.
I think Mistake would have told him.
Yeah, I think between mistake and cause.
Koss probably is in the kitchen and
Koss-
has passed the message along.
Yes, so Koss was being messenger. So Koss waited in the tower until Mistake and Aurora were leaving, and then bolted to the tavern ahead. While Mistake, you know, walked slowly with Aurora.
What's the equivalent of French fries at this place?
She's going to tell whoever the waiter is. Blood pudding. I'll have 2.
And the waiter just like gives a overly excited nod and says, "Yeah, right away." And then heads back in, shapeshifts back into Koss, and it says, "She's here. 2 orders, by the way."
Cos, you're not supposed to be a waiter here.
I know, but I'm just so excited. I want to see it all.
Okay, well, this recipe's for £3, so that's fine.
Do you want me to pass on any kind of message from the cook? You know, compliments of the chef, something along those lines?
What would I say?
I don't know. How about this? You could go over there and you could put it down for her yourself and just give her a wink and say, "It's on the house."
Gary's gonna attempt to wink and he's gonna like awkwardly like screw up his entire face like this.
No. And then Koss is going to change to Gary's face to demonstrate using his own face. And then realize that they cannot wink with Gary's face. Because they do the exact same screwed up motion.
So when it is done, Gary very awkwardly walks over to the table. What did the others order?
Well, there was French fries and, I don't know, Mistake ordered something generic.
Okay.
Probably. Nothing fancy that's worth mentioning.
And a jar of sangria.
Alright, I have some fingerling potatoes, generic food number 1.
I think it could just be the chef's special or something.
Yes, the chef's special, a jar of sangria and 2 black puddings on the house, and then he scurries away immediately.
Oh, bless him for trying though.
Is he for real?
As Gary is scurrying away, there's the same server is just like in the doorway, like 2 thumbs up, nodding, like how's it go?
Yeah, he just kind of shakes his head like, nope, I belong back here.
Can you do a chef's tools check?
Yes.
You've been inspired for this, absolutely.
It's a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
She tries some, and then is like, surprisingly good for his first time. It's obviously his first time, isn't it?
Shelly's gonna like lick it.
Mystique's just going to giggle.
You know,
Oh, and that innuendo just went straight over your head, didn't it?
what?
Nothing.
You want some?
I don't want to ruin your party.
Meanwhile, Shelly's just licking the dish.
Shall you have potatoes? We got you those. I'm just gonna throw a fry.
You know, I'm gonna give him 15 minutes to come talk to me, otherwise...
Mystique's going to continue giggling.
Why would he just come here, give me his sausage, and then leave? Like, who does that?
Alright, are you doing these on purpose, or do you just not realize?
I'm just fucking with you. But I will say, if he really does have the hots for me, he has a weird way of showing it. He hasn't said a word to me and just talks to all of you.
Excuse me, can I get you guys anything else?
Yes, I'll chat with the chef to compliment him on such a wonderful dish. Can you bring him here?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'll see if he's got time.
She can't tell that it's you.
It's happening. Gary's happening.
What do I do?
She wants to give you compliments for the food, so just be yourself.
Okay.
Around then,
Oh no!
Javanesh and Nora storm into the kitchen again. This time they're not arguing. This time they're looking right at you two. Hey. So, bad time? Good time? Yeah, good time?
I was about to go talk to a customer.
Well, I
Is
mean,
it
that's
important?
fine. I can talk to the customer. Yes, it's very important, actually. Can you get your F Squad friends in here?
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
We should talk about this in 20 minutes.
Okay, 20 minutes it is. Sounds good.
Alright, I'm gonna take my break right now.
I don't know, it's kind of endearing, right? But he's nervous.
This is so exciting. I didn't know that it wasn't Rampart. It's you.
Oh, look, speak of the human. Sorry, mistake.
Gary's really nice.
All right, just give him a chance.
Okay, and Shelly's gonna go in their shell to pretend they're not there.
Shelly, why don't you just come over here?
No, leave him here. And then Aurora puts an elbow up over Shelly's shell, just leans back against the back of the booth and tries to look as nonchalant as possible.
They can't even see me.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I have a break now.
We were just talking about how wonderful this blood pudding is.
Thanks. Mistake mentioned that the exact existing menu was maybe not the most nutritious for everyone involved, so made an adjustment to that.
Roll a performance check.
Performance?
Yeah, it's performance. What is courting if not performance?
Weirdly, he doesn't get a D4 for the play actor's drama kit.
Yeah, right?
So that's a 13 plus 1.
Sit down.
Sure, yeah.
She scooches over. Is this your first time?
Taking a break from work? No, I do that every day.
Is this your first time making black pudding?
Yes.
Well, it's really good.
Thank you. Can I talk?
I've been wanting to talk for several days. Aurora takes you out to the back, and she's just waiting there.
So, I mean, I would never attempt to presume anything, and you should know that the menu adjustment will kind of stay no matter what you say in response to this, but sometime after the winter break I kind of need to try to gather alchemy supplies, and I know that you know the Witherbloom swamps, so would you want to do that at some point?
You know, that sentence would have taken me like 10 seconds less than it took you to say.
Yes?
Yes.
Is that yes?
Sure.
Like,
This is all an elaborate ruse to get me to help you with alchemy, is what I'm hearing.
no, we can do something else if you would prefer.
You do all these things, then you take me out here, and then you ask me to help you with alchemy?
No. I was trying to ask if you wanted to go on a date.
Another performance check.
Doesn't have inspiration for this one.
Nat one.
No!
Seems fitting.
It'll work anyway.
Which is a 19, because he
That
does
is-
have some amount of charisma.
That is the biggest pop we've gotten for a dice roll this entire campaign.
And the loudest cheer was from the GM, the
I
player's
was
husband.
doing
Yes, my wife has a pretend girlfriend.
Who is me?
Can you repeat the question?
Would you like to go out on
And
a...
before you even finish the question, she leans in and kisses you.
Aww.
She leans in, whispers in your ear. No one's ever made black pudding for me. Not even family.
Wow, that's kind of shitty.
Keep doing it, and maybe I'll start being nicer to you. And just as she finishes saying that, you hear Rampart storming over to you. Got it, Greg? You girl, go back inside. Something I need to discuss with him. Got it, Greg? I thought about it, and you know, it was still you behind costume.
No.
I could make it work
no,
if it's okay with you.
No. I'm very sorry.
I'm usually into redheads, but I can make white hair work for me. if
Rampart,
that's
I
necessary.
am so sorry for the misconception.
And Aurora's cracking up. As she's heading back in.
I think that you should set your sights elsewhere for the future.
You're dumping me again?
We were never a thing.
Got it, Greg.
I would.
You just made an enemy of Rampart Subi. Got it, Greg. From here on out, you and I do not know each other. And if you try to intervene with anything of mine, I will retaliate. That is
really.
Javanish and Nora walk up to the three of you one last time. Now can we talk to yous?
Yeah, sure.
Great. In kitchen? Now?
Can I finish my fries first?
Bring him in, it's fine.
Can I have more inside?
Yes! You have all the fries you want, help yourself.
Whoa!
I'll be the bouncer again, Nora can take the lead.
Why are you bribing us?
Don't ask questions, Mistake. We get fries.
You'll see.
Oh, I don't like this.
Nora is smiling very awkwardly, leading you guys towards the kitchen. You see Aurora scooting past. She kind of is blushing a little. And she's just like, I think I'm gonna go back to the tower.
Okay. Is Gary still on break?
Yeah, sure. And she just gives Mistake the thumbs up before leaving. And then
Mistake will excitedly pat Cosmo.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to take one quick pause. I will let you get back right to it in a minute. And then Costa's gonna go over to Gary to be like, you did it! And then give him a hug and then be like, okay, continue.
Should I ask?
I'm sure you'll find out.
Personal milestones.
Okay.
Have you heard of dating?
I can.
Unfortunately.
maybe- Oh no.
All right,
And-
Nora,
Oh no.
what brings you to the tavern?
She does this wave of the hand. You know how I mentioned she's always smiling? And now you're about to know why. She sweeps her hand in front of her face, and her face immediately changes. And Kaz especially, because Kaz does this all the time, can tell this was an illusion the whole time. She's not actually always smiling. She just makes herself look like she's smiling. She in fact looks very, very tired and exhausted and stressed, most of all. Okay. Have squat, right?
That's us.
Most of them.
Are there curtains or something to these kitchen, the window, the...
We have shutters on the outside.
Thaumaturgy them shut.
Okay, I only have a few minutes, so let's get down to it. I saw everything. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, so you know why those books are burned?
Yeah.
Wait, what's going, what?
She pulls out a
Don't-
spyglass.
Oh, that's really creepy, Nora. You know that?
Yes. And she sets down the spyglass on the counter. As an RA,
As
I'm
an
prob-
RA, you spy on people in their dorms with the spyglass.
No, I mean,
That's really upsetting.
as an RA, I'm probably the most hated individual in Central Campus.
Because you spy on people with a spyglass.
And evidently you didn't really do anything about the fact that there were intruders in our tower.
I know
You
about the
just-
Oriq.
Well, that wasn't the Oriq, but, you know, that's also good to know.
I know a good deal about the Oriq.
Why is that?
And she pulls out some parchments. Say, I'm from a town nearby. It's poor. There's a lot of people that need to do sketchy business to make ends meet. There's someone called the Collector. The Collector is very outwardly an Oriq, wears a mask. The Collector is also a lycanthrope, depending on where you're from. I think I know what happened that night with the goblins. I saw 4 of them enter. I saw the group of you with Aurora leave with a chest, then come back with the same chest. Then the 4 goblins left. I don't want to ask questions, but I think I have a hunch as to what happened. And let me just say, if you need another target, I think I have the one. And she points at the Collector. There's a sketch of him. It's a very crudely made sketch. And she says, he doesn't just collect money, debts. He counts people as debts. Friends, a family, people that he's taken
he's like a slave trader?
of sorts. Blackmails poor people who... Kidnapper, yeah. The point is, he's a horrible individual, and he's been seen nearby on the outskirts of campus, and at one point, some Amber girl said might have seen like a werewolf person in Witherbloom, and...
No, he's been on campus. We've seen his tracks.
That's right.
So, it's true then.
Oh, the
Yes.
Friends of mine told me that he might make an appearance at a certain gala that you were all invited to,
Yeah.
but it's hard to know what he looks like because he always wears the mask.
Well, I mean, if he's wearing a mask, I feel like that would be easy.
I
Well,
assume he won't for the gala.
yeah, so if you wear a mask all the time, if you go somewhere without the mask, they're not going to know you're the person who always wears the mask because you're not wearing it and they don't know what your face looks like.
That's so clever.
I just thought this was something that I should bring up to all of you. I don't know everything about you, but I know enough.
Is there anything you can tell us about this person? Any
defining characteristics? Does he have a particular voice? Any habits, tics?
The voice is masked by the mask itself, so no one really knows what his voice actually sounds like.
Rubbish.
He turns into some werebeast of sorts. He's an expert in stealth. And
Any reason why he'd be there?
to collect, I assume.
But what would he be collecting? Unless he's going to steal something from the Burning Hammers. I mean, they're all
Maybe.
rich people. Except for me and Gary. Maybe Shelley. I don't know.
Oh, so you're rich.
Upstairs.
No, not really.
So, that's all I know. I don't know what his business is there. I just know that he's gonna be there, and I'm good at being perceptive, but I'm not good at fighting. And I know that you all have survived many attacks,
So you want us to go to our friend's gala, try to find an Oriq, and then fight him?
I don't really want you to do much. I was just warning you because if this monster is going to be there, then you might be in trouble.
Well, it's good to know, because that way we'll at least know to be on guard in case he tries something.
And it's probably good that your friend Griffin left early. I don't know how he would take this. Or if you should even tell him. It's up to you. The information is in your hands now.
Thank you.
Just know that if you were to kill again, that's where to do it. That's who to do it to. Yeah. I'm gonna go, but
Maybe don't spy on people anymore?
she holds the spyglass and looks at the four of you, tries to decide who to give it to, tempted to mistake. But how will we know who might be an Oriq if we don't spy?
It's honestly not a bad point.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kill this guy.
All right, maybe we should.
Let's make a game plan later.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. And she casts Minor Illusion again to make herself look like she's smiling all the time.
Shelley's gonna say, does that count as always wearing a mask?
In a way, it is kind of.
Fuck it. And she removes the illusion and she's frowning again. I've been hiding who I am my whole life.
I think more it's about just being who you are. And
I spent the first 16 years of my life hiding who I was. From my parents, from my friends. You're right. No more hiding. You also notice that when she let go of the Minor Illusion, she has an Adam's apple. Thank you. Have a lovely night.
you know, I genuinely thought she was about to tell us she was pregnant.
So let's talk. Hey, you wanna get a drink? My shift is almost over, and then Javanish and Nora just kind of leave to a corner.
Oh, okay, he's talking to her.
She trips on purpose this time, kind of like how Mistake with the mage hand things. Oh, sorry.
See, I told you.
Guess they're back together.
It kind of seems like the season of love.
Koss, who are you gonna get together with?
Gosh, I don't know. There's not anybody in particular that I had in mind. I mean, if I can tell you a little bit of a secret.
Yes.
This is just kind of a thing for me. I think I just have a crush on every single person that I meet.
You know, that works. That really tracks with you.
What's a crush?
Oh, that's when you want to date somebody, but you are not currently dating. Now that you understand dating, we can build upon that foundation.
And that's how we go to winter break.
That's how you go to winter break.
Hey!
Hey everyone, this is Tyler. Thanks for tuning into our show this week, and hopefully every week. Roleplay Radio will be taking a brief Season 1 hiatus, and will return Wednesday, November 16th, with the Burning Hammer Gala arc, and we'll finish off the year from there. In the meantime, please feel free to leave us a review on your podcasting app or a comment on YouTube. We love hearing from you. As always, this episode was recorded in Watertown, Massachusetts, also known as the traditional land of the Pecasset and Anantum peoples. As always, thank you to our players and composers for bringing this podcast to life. We hope to see you again in November with more episodes of Roleplay Radio.
Okay.
We just wanted to drop by and say thank you for what you did for our tower.
Also, do you actually want to eat those, or should we just leave them here? We could conjure an unseen servant to feed them to you.
He's looking at the basket of compost
fruit tarts.
Compost fruit tarts. I cannot eat it. And he looks over at his handless stumps.
We can help with that if it's not super awkward.
Oh, I can just do it. And Shaw will just pick up some stuff and start feeding. Anyways, so Toby tells me that you did a good sit. Toby tells me you did a good sit. Like, you sat down and, you sat.
How are you doing? You have looked better, but...
The pain is gone. That is all that matters. Thank you for asking.
So I did prepare something for this.
Oh.
In honor of your valiant efforts. Thorn, he's a sworn ally to the end. Thorn, our tower, he always will defend. And when there's a problem, you know it will be solved. Because Thorn, he chose to get involved.
Some tree sap. Some tree sap drips out of his eyelid.
Aww.
Thank you, Coast Silvertrove. You are a friend.